Hello Gemini and welcome to Lunary Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your monthly bonus reading for the month of October. If this message or messages resonate with you, please feel free to drop me a comment down below, and please make sure that you like and subscribe the video so that your energy is in here with us today. Thank you. Okay, Gemini, the first thing that's really coming through here for you today is that there's something that you've been waiting on, but it's been almost like an intuitive waiting, like you have the intuition and the instinct to know that you should be waiting, but it feels like you want to pounce on it the whole time. It feels like you want to go for it, but at the same time you're like holding yourself back and you're creating some form of resistance. But there's a form of lesson in here for you around knowing when to really go for something and when to take a step back. And you might have been using work or career as a way almost to distract yourself from other issues you're having in your life, like maybe if it's relationship drama or something along those lines. You could have been using your career and your business or your money situation as a way to distract yourself, almost wanting to talk yourself into preferring having money and having success over like having a successful relationship or something along those lines. Like that's really coming through for you today. Is like you're almost overly attached to your job as a way for you to not deal with your problems. But what you don't see is that this is actually something that was meant to happen. There's a lesson in here for you, because even in intuition, she does have a scrying board, looks like a scrying board, in front of her, but her eyes are closed. Like you are picking up on your intuition, but you're choosing not to follow it. You're choosing not to entirely go all in, even though you are listening to intuition enough to take a step back. Because even here we have 2 2s, a 21, a 3, and a 6, but we have 22 and 21 over here, right? So you could have been focusing a lot more on your money and your job, like what I said earlier, and this has been causing a distraction. But what you have been doing with your distraction, and something that might not be exactly healthy for you, is that you have been planting a lot of seeds. You have been planting a lot of things and ideas, and what you don't see is that they're actually coming to fruition. And you might not see it for a while still. It might take a little bit for it to actually materialize, but you are in fact sowing seeds. You are creating your abundance and the freedom that you desire. And in a way, I feel like you're also manifesting the thing that you want, that you're trying to avoid yourself from. But if you don't take the time to do the shadow work, you're probably just going to end up in a very similar situation again. But everything that's happening is being divinely guided. Yeah. Everything that's happening right now is being divinely guided, and you might feel like your time or your resources, or even both of those things, have been stolen in whatever aspect you're trying to ignore. Like if it's a relationship, you might feel like you wasted your time, you might feel played, you might feel like, well, they just used me for my money, or they just used me for this or that, or for networking or whatever. And because he's carrying 5 swords, but he can't carry all of them, and 2 he's leaving behind, but he keeps looking back at them, right? So the message here for you is that even though it feels like you might have left a piece of yourself behind, you also haven't really. Like it feels like you feel like you have lost something, be it your time or your energy or whatever, with that person. And Spirit is saying that you can call it back to yourself, number 1, and number 2, to allow yourself to mourn properly what you feel you might have lost. Like maybe this is someone that you felt like you could be with, someone that you had a lot of passion for, and so now you're sort of almost feeling lost. And now you're putting yourself so much in, like pushing yourself much deeper into work. Yeah. Because you're struggling to carry everything. You're struggling to be able to carry your emotional stuff with like your job and with everything else going on with responsibilities, and you're struggling to juggle everything. So you're sort of feeling like, well, this has just got to go into the back burner. Yeah, you are very focused right now on your money, on your career, and that's a good thing, right? Because it's taking a bit of the pressure off of you and the pressure off of your mind. But to also remember to go back to basics and to still do your shadow work and to still check your triggers and things like that. Yeah, and you might have felt like you focused too much on a partner, a specific partner, or multiple partners in the past that you were involved with. You might feel like you were just too invested in them and they weren't as invested in you. Look, Gemini, what you don't see that's coming for you is that there is a connection. This might be someone that you have met already, because it is like showing up a little bit more in the past. But it doesn't feel like old energy. It feels like someone you're in connection with, someone that you're speaking to, and you could, in some shape or form that this is someone that you could have a lot with, and you could have a lot of success in a relationship with them if you were to pursue it and really give it your all. And you could share your cup with this person, and yeah, you might feel like they're gonna get away from you, or even you might fear putting an energy into getting to know them and then actually dating them, because what if it doesn't work out and then it's all been for nothing? Yeah. Yeah, Gemini. There is going to be quite a bit of forward movement with regards to your career, because you're sowing seeds, right? You're putting in the energy, you're putting in the work, you will be manifesting the prosperity, the stability that you want, and that's what's coming in, and that's what you're focusing on. You're not really focusing on this past person or this person that's really coming in now. Like, even though you know you can, it almost feels like you have chosen money, work, success over. And the bottom, deck energy, is the devil. So like, yeah, you might feel like if you focus on this person, it's gonna take from your energy, which you could be spending focusing on your business and moving forward, right? And even with the devil here is you fear wasting your time, you fear losing out on sort of almost your singlehood, you fear leaving behind that after it was almost, it feels like you feel like it was taken from you. Like maybe you were taken for a ride or something like that, like, you know, a metaphorical ride. But yeah. But this could also be sabotaging energy. Like if there is someone in your life or someone, you know, that is in some shape or form in your life that you have a deep connection with, then you choosing to move away from it, because the Eight of Wands is moving away from the Two of Cups, and you're choosing to focus on your work, you're choosing to focus on what you're doing. What you are doing is you are saying no to the thing that you are actually manifesting. Because when you're taking your attention away from the love, away from the relationship that you want, that's when it manifests, and that's exactly what's happening. And it's almost like you're not really giving it the chance to develop into something more. Yeah, you're saying no to it, even though it is for you, even though the universe is bringing it for you, because you're so scared. You're so scared of being hurt, and you're so scared of being in a position where you feel powerless and where you feel like you're not good enough, and you fear giving someone else the power to do that to you again. So yeah, the decision here is yours. The real message here for the bonus is that this decision moving forward is going to be yours. Are you going to allow in happiness? Are you going to allow in love? Or are you going to focus on your business and you're going to focus on your money? And look, they don't need to be mutually exclusive. You can do both. You can focus on your money and you can make some time for this person to get to know them, or to maybe reconnect with them. Whatever this looks like, you do have the potential and the power to do that. And you're being asked to make a decision, but not making a decision is also making a decision. Because you being stagnant means that you're not making a decision, which means you're not moving forward with this person. So you're gaining more and more distance is the word that I was looking for. Can you see everything? Yeah, so your first oracle message is music for manifesting. To manifest rapidly, think of your desires while you chant, hum, sing, or play music. The music you listen to is like super important, and you can be surprised how you manifest from it. I personally recently listened again to a song I haven't listened to in a while, and so much of it has actually happened, and I think I manifested it through the song. So songs are actually quite important and quite powerful. So if you are listening to a lot of sad type of music or heartbreak type of music or anything, I apologize, like that, Spirit is asking you to maybe reconsider that decision. But whatever you feel is good for you, right? And in the next message, positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. Look, you cannot avoid negativity, and as I said, like, you can avoid negativity, but you can't always avoid it. Like, sometimes other people bring in drama, you know what I mean? And the same thing I said for Taurus, shoving everything down and repressing it isn't helping anyone, and it's definitely not helping you. So don't take these messages as like super duper to heart, right? Yeah. So just be more mindful about the people that you're around. Make sure that they are where you want to be, and then you will automatically calibrate to where they're at. And the last message is set your sights higher, increase your standards, and expect more of yourself. Don't settle. Exactly. you could have everything that you desire. You could have the business, you could have the prosperity, you could have the forward movement, but you could also have something more with someone if you chose it, if you choose it. This is a very specific message, of course, so this is not going to resonate for everybody, but if it does, please do leave me a message. I would really love to know if it does. But yeah, you could have it all if you choose to have it all. And that's what Spirit's saying, that you have the power to really have everything, but you're not taking it out of fear. And Spirit's asking you to grow some balls, I think. And to just do it, to just create what you want. And if that does include love, then it includes love. But don't force yourself to be with someone if you're not ready for it, because otherwise it's just gonna fall apart anyway, and it's gonna end up as a tower, and you don't want that. No one wants that, right? So yeah, but thank you so much for being here, Gemini. This was a great reading, and yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day. So yeah, if this message did not resonate, please feel free to check your other signs. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.